Hello everyone, brace yourselves because I'm pretty sure this is going to be the first Fantastic Fridays episode to potentially have a comment debate in the comments. I'm Matlock, the entrepreneur. Today is April 24th, and writing this video was interesting. Basically, a week ago, I got onto checkaday.com to find out what kind of holidays there were today. It seemed like none of them were interesting. You got Pigs in a Blanket Day, but that's a food holiday. Those aren't interesting. Someone made up like 100 of those on the fly. There's Arbor Day, but that's celebrated on a different day depending on what climate and area you live in. I can celebrate it today here in Indiana, but my friend Audrey, who lives in Texas, can't celebrate it until November. I would have done Hairball Awareness Day, but Hobbs is sensitive. It appeared that this week was in danger of mediocrity, but in my time of need, there was yet one more holiday. At first it seemed ordinary, but through some research, I found something scary, something deceptive, something unknown. World Meningitis Day! We're getting into new territory here, folks! A holiday devoted to a disease. I just gotta say, normally when people create a holiday, they do it to celebrate something that they deem good, not to freak everybody out over something bad. We might as well have Ebola Day. In case you have no idea what it is, meningitis is a disease. Basically, you get meningitis when the germs, which are normally in your nasal tract or your intestines, spread to the tissues surrounding your brain and or spinal cord. These tissues that surround your brain and or spinal cord are called meninges. World Meningitis Day is a day to, quote, raise the global profile on meningitis, emphasize the importance of vaccination, and provide support to those dealing with the consequences of the disease. This holiday was founded by the Confederation of Meningitis Organizations. I checked out the COMO, and from what I can tell, they've been around since 2008. And I went to the website looking for facts on meningitis. I got next to nothing. The article on World Meningitis Day didn't even tell me how you contract the disease. It didn't let me know which countries are most at risk. If I live in America and that's the #1 cause of death, I would like to know. For more information, it sent me to another page that didn't have the information I was looking for. I went back to the holiday page to see what they could tell me, and it was mostly just scare tactics. 1 in 10 patients die from meningitis, and 1 in 5 suffer permanent damage and disability. Okay, that's great, but where and how and who and what and when, where, what? Because I like having the facts, I did some research. Apparently, this is a very small problem in the United States. According to a 2010 report I found on the Center for Disease Control website, the number of Americans who died from meningitis in 2010 were 608. Out of 2.5 million people who died total from any cause of death. According to this report, you're more likely to die driving your car, drowning, falling to your death, or from asthma, as well as about 90 other causes of death on the list of 113 of them. Thanks, Como! I might not know how many Americans actually suffer from this, but I do know that you have a YouTube page! Right before I clicked on the YouTube page, I thought, I bet they don't even have a good YouTube channel. Did I call it or did I call it? Now, I may not be an expert on how to make a cool YouTube page. Oh wait, I am! Look at it! My page looks beautiful! They've been on YouTube since 2011. You'd think, being the Confederation of Meningitis Organizations, someone on their marketing team would realize, hey, YouTube's pretty popular with the kids these days. We should probably make sure that our YouTube page looks slightly decent. I have more subscribers than they do, and I've only been at this for 3 months. Don't even get me started again on how annoyed their website made me. There was so much propaganda that I don't even know where to start. Let's start with the peace and happiness vibe. The instant you get on the website, it has a cutesy picture saying, join hands against meningitis. Then it moves to the scare tactic and tells you that 1.2 million people die of meningitis a year. Oh wait, it actually told me that twice. One thing they neglect to mention, however, is that most of them live in Africa, also known as you are probably going to get a disease because of the unsanitary conditions land. I was trying to find out how many people actually die from meningitis, and the World Health Organization said the disease mainly affects young people between ages of 1 and 30, occurring sporadically and in small outbreaks worldwide, except in the African meningitis belt where large outbreaks are common. So this is mostly Africa's problem, but Como insists on using marketing techniques that probably won't cater to Africans as much as it will American Americans and Europeans. And let's look at America. America could have a low rate due to vaccinations, but it could also be the fact that America has a much better sanitary condition than Africa does. Correlation does not equal causation. In Africa, in 2014, 260,000 people died as a result of meningitis. That accounts for 1/5 of the people who die every year, according to Como. Finally, the article ends with a call to action. It essentially tells us to petition our government to make vaccines for meningitis free to the public. As a conservative, I don't believe the government, known for corrupt and self-serving actions when given too much power, should be handling my health care. To all you left-leaning viewers, you'll have to wait until my economy video, which will be released in the distant future. Probably. But even putting economic stance aside, I can't support forced vaccines because I value human rights for all human beings, including the right to life. I don't support one specific vaccine that Como says that we should give to everybody for free, Haemophilus influenzae type B, because Haemophilus influenzae type B is one of the many vaccines made from aborted baby DNA/cells/protein. Dead human beings. Used for a product that can't be proven to work or proven safe. Just take a look at the package insert for similar vaccines. It says, because clinical trials are conducted under widely varying conditions, adverse reaction rates observed in the clinical trials of a vaccine cannot be directly compared to rates in the clinical trials of another vaccine and may not reflect the rates observed in practice. I don't trust any product that says, well, we tested this, but the situations are different. Intended audience could have completely different conditions than another intended audience. There's lots of different backgrounds. We have no idea how this is going to impact anything. If situations vary so much like that in trials, what's to say it's not going to happen in real life? How can we trust the results? So Como, if you think I'm going to tell my government to take a step towards economic socialism in order to make use of a product made from dead human beings, because a majority of the people who contract this disease are in a completely different country, and the reason is because of their unsanitary conditions, I'll happily make you a video showing why I won't. In the end, I'm really fine if anyone who's watching this video wants to stop themselves from getting meningitis by getting the vaccine. Specifically the meningococcal, I think that's how that's said, vaccine. No aborted baby cells in that one as far as I can tell. Nothing really proven to be wrong using that. But the question you must ask yourself, do we seriously want to celebrate this holiday? Has this been a fun experience for you? No, the people who've been promoting it haven't gotten that far in the past 7 or 8 years. Check out their Facebook page. See that number? See how many likes they have? That's not a successful organization. There are 300 million people in the US, folks. The people who run the website don't do a very good job at informing me on the issue because when I go off to do my own research, I actually find stuff that contradicts their message. My research shows why a lot of their facts are actually carefully worded deceptions. And in the end, diseases should not be holidays. Yay! Happy Meningitis Day, everybody! Why are we celebrating this? Huh? What are you talking about? This isn't good. That disease is serious. Why are we celebrating? Because we can? Also because this holiday is pretty much responsible for all our subscribers on YouTube. Ah! Party on then! So yeah, feel free to start a YouTube debate in the comments section. If you don't do that though, you, my friend, will stay classy.